Jaguar. The quintessential British car manufacturer produced this E-Type Series 2 Roadster in 1969. A beautiful 4.2 litre convertible in British racing green. It's available now from Northumbria Classic Car Hire. This video will help you to understand some of the controls and functions of the vehicle. In both the passenger and driver footwells, you will find the bonnet release mechanisms. To open the bonnet, turn the ring handle to 12 o'clock on both sides. Once free, the bonnet can be prized open slightly. Insert your fingers towards the centre of the bonnet itself and release the safety catch. The bonnet can now be lifted up. To close and lock the bonnet, lower it back into a closed position, but do not drop it. First, from the passenger side, push the bonnet into a fully closed flush position. Hold it down and reach into the passenger footwell to turn the locking mechanism to 3 o'clock. Repeat this on the driver's side to completely lock the bonnet closed. The catch to open the boot is located behind the driver's seat. Pull the catch out to release the boot lock, but make sure that you immediately push this catch back in to enable the boot to be closed again. If you are starting the car from cold, or if the ambient temperature is very low, you may need the choke to start the engine. To use, pull the choke out to full position. If the engine does not start, push back into half position. Once the engine has started and is idling well, push the choke back into the closed position. Do not leave the choke on for any extended period of time. A few minutes is sufficient. There is a light on the dashboard that comes on when the choke is engaged. When engaging or releasing the handbrake, you must make sure you depress the ratchet release button on the end of the handbrake. Push the button in, lower the handbrake all the way and release the button. To pull the handbrake on, again push the button in and lift the handbrake all the way up in a smooth and firm motion. There is a handbrake warning light that will illuminate when the handbrake is engaged. It is a good idea to check this warning light has gone out when releasing the handbrake, as driving even the shortest distance with the handbrake on can very quickly damage the pads. This Series 2 Roadster has a 5-speed gearbox, uprated from the standard 4-speed box. First, second, third, fourth and fifth. To engage reverse gear, from neutral, pull the stick towards yourself and pull back. From left to right, this bank of switches controls the hazard warning lights. The next switch is a blank. Then there's an interior light located on the rear shelf beneath the hood. There's an instrument panel light which will only work when the headlights are on, and the 2 center switches control the headlights. There are individual side and headlights, but it is better to have both on simultaneously when driving at night. Next is for the windscreen wipers, then windscreen washer, and finally the fan for the heater. The switch on the far right is another blank. These 2 knobs control the heater and the airflow. The right one is for temperature. Pull it out for cold and push it in for hot. The left one controls the flow of air. Out is off and in is on. This vehicle is fitted with an immobilizer. Before starting the car, press the top right-hand button on the fob to disengage. If you attempt to start the engine without disengaging it, the car will not start. Disarming the immobilizer turns the fuel pump on, allowing the engine to be started. The immobilizer will automatically re-engage, so there is no need to try to turn it on after stopping the engine. The indicator stalk is to the left of the steering wheel. Lift up for right and down for left. There is a corresponding light on the dashboard that blinks, showing the direction chosen. The first step to lower the hood is to tilt both seats forward, to avoid them getting damaged. There is a warning label on the hood itself reminding you of this. Lift the hood up over the car, resting it on top of the windscreen. Take care at this point, as the folding action of the frame can easily trap fingers. Ensure nothing can be caught in the frame when extending the hood. There are small pegs on the left, right and centre of the hood. These must find their way into the corresponding holes on the top of the windscreen. First, from the centre, guide the peg into the hole. Pull the handle down and fasten with the clasp. Next, do the same for the peg on the driver's side. The passenger side is slightly trickier as the peg does not perfectly line up with the hole and needs a little persuasion. Lift the hood up and over into position, then close with the lock-in clasp.